Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Ripple, XRP. I don't even know if it's called Ripple anymore, but I know the token's XRP. Brilliant project, making strides, doing really, really well. Before I begin, I just want to thank you all, okay? Thank you, each and every one of you that's watching this video. And for those of you, a member of the community there, and for your subscription, for your comments, your likes, your sharing, everything you do towards the growth of this channel. And we get such good feedback on this channel about the content that we put out here. And it's really, really good. It's really heartwarming to know that we're helping people, okay? We're answering questions, levels of support, and showing you where levels of resistance are moving forward, and just keeping you in the loop, basically. So far, so good. You know, we've been made multiple videos about XRP now since we started this channel, and we are extremely bullish on XRP, and there's no reason not to be. But there are levels that you do need to target, okay, and always exercise a level of caution. I do say that to you, okay. Obviously buy and go to the beach, but for those people who are not involved in XRP and are looking for a really good entry, I'm going to show you one right now, okay. Personally, I've got some bids in down here. I'm being a bit cheeky, but I do believe that potentially, given the structure of XRP, I do potentially see it coming back to this particular level. And this will actually, you know, if people are not aware of this, they'll actually start to sell a lot of their XRP, and they'll sort of be left out. They'll be left out because I would imagine this particular area is a really strong level of support for XRP in this bull run, because as you know, as we target on this channel, you don't want to see things going up vertically all the time, okay. So on the 4-hourly, diving into the chart right now, okay. So on the 4-hourly, honestly, I'm not a bear. I'm super bullish on XRP. I do. We've got a price prediction in the channel here, and I do believe we will get to it, providing, okay, it can maintain that level of support that I do believe that it's going to fall back to, and could potentially be a fantastic area to get into XRP for those that are not involved. Again, not financial advice. So on the 4-hourly time frame here, got the bullish cross, gone up beautifully, bouncing off support. The EMAs fell through, okay. That correction in Bitcoin towards the end of March there, immediately bounced up, and XRP has been nothing but bullish, okay. And it's doing really, really well. So show me the chart and I'll tell you news, because the news is XRP is bullish, regardless of FUD, regardless of the fundamentals, regardless of the court case, the SEC, and it's a shit coin, it's a scam coin and all that. Ripple, XRP is marching on. Now, you know, if you don't want to get bogged down with all this, then yeah, just buy and sell, go to the beach, and you know the signal. You know the signal on the weekly time frame there. Okay, the signal on the weekly time frame there. If you look at it, there's your buy and go to the beach signal. We do cover this in the channel. We told all our subscribers, there's your signal to buy and go to the beach. Okay, you get your bullish cross on the weekly MA there, where the yellow line goes above the red line. Buy and go to the beach. Don't look at your portfolio, don't look at anything. Buy and go to the beach and just sit back and kick back and relax, because you are in a bull run. And as you can see from that moment there, XRP is just bolted. But anyone looking at this now looks at that and applies a bit of common sense and thinks, wow, that is one massive weekly candle, and that is not healthy, okay. And anyone can see that. Even me, being super bullish on XRP, knows that particular candle there is relatively unhealthy, okay. So you are looking at sort of a level of consolidation, and I'm going to show you right now where I've got some cheeky bids in on XRP. And for those of you that have not already into XRP, potentially look to set a few cheeky bids in as well. Not financial advice, okay. So just look at the daily, okay. Look at the daily. It's looking relatively healthy, but again, you are overextending on the daily. Look what happens when you get overextended on the daily. You roll over, and look what happens. You roll over, you backtest DMAs, and you fall through them. And sometimes, you know, you can have that larger correction, form the bearish cross on the daily time frame, effectively sell and go to the beach. And when you get that again, buy and go to the beach, okay. Until you get the death cross on the daily time frame, that's when you sell and go to the beach again. So effectively, you are getting quite overextended on the daily. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at that and realize that. You have had that level of consolidation, effectively a bull pennant like just there, okay, which we did target in the channel. Again, all the price targets have been met on XRP. We've not fell short of any particular price target, right? And we are targeting a full retracement back to its previous all-time high of over $3 there. So you can see when that fell out, boom, look, beautiful, bang on the target. See that? That's called a bull pennant, okay, and that's your target. The flagpole out, the bull pennant, boom. Beautiful. But you can see it's at a level of resistance, which is the target out of this bull pennant. Boom, hit a level of resistance, hit its head on something. Now it's starting to fall back. So I'm not saying the show's over at the minute for XRP, but I've got a particular target, right, that I'm targeting for a pullback. And you know what? I do believe that XRP will get this pullback. Not financial advice, but things do pull back to these levels. Okay, so what I'm going to show you here, this is the weekly time frame. I'm going to zoom out now on the weekly time frame on XRP versus US dollar, and this is trading data from Bitstamp. Okay, so you can see that what we did, we went up. Okay, topped out in January 2000. Let me bring that down just a little bit, just there. Let me zoom in so I can get this pretty accurate actually. Get this knob on, so to speak. So there's that, and then bring that down a little bit like that. Actually, I can drop that out because that's a previous all-time high, roughly up there on the weekly time frame. It's $3.31 just there. Okay, so what we're looking at here, this is called a Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, and what you do, you top out, you got your top, and when you form your bottom, you're starting to fall back, come back up to the previous high. You're falling through you're pushing through the Fibonacci retracement here as levels of resistance, falling back or support. You know all this, we've already gone through this. Okay, so you bottomed out, you pushed up, you're hitting your head. Look at that on 0.236, just there, round about the 24 cents mark for ages, couldn't get above. Then you got above, you had that bolt, and that was basically the Spark token. Okay, you've hit your head there on the 0.50, round about 60 cents, and then you fell back. When you fell back, you was actually supported by the 0.236. This was a capitulation event. Okay, and this was purely based on the FUD of the SEC and all that, and people selling. But what happens is people run out, sellers run out. Okay, there's not enough sellers anymore, and the buyers take over. And that is effectively why you've got that bottom there. It's effectively a V-shaped bottom. What a recovery on the weekly time frame there. Boom, bottomed out, and you've started to march on. But as you've marched on, you've actually hit your head on resistance. Look, the 0.5. You hovered in and out of the 0.5 and the 0.382 for a very long time here, between 60 cents and 40 cents. You're up and down for multiple weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roughly 10 weeks there before you actually bolted out the 0.50 and you've marched on and upwards, and you've formed a very parabolic move there on the weekly time frame. Now what you've done, you've absolutely smashed through this level here. You've not hung around this level, which is the golden ratio, 0.618. Okay, that's the golden ratio. You've bolted through it, and because of that, okay, and you can see that you've actually come up and almost hit your head on the 0.786. You fell a little bit shy of it because that's where the traders set their sell orders in, always a little bit shy of that particular level. And so basically what's happening now, not financial advice, but I think you've hit a wall, you've hit a ceiling. Okay, you could march on, and if you do march on, I would definitely target that 160, okay, that 0.786 as a really key level of resistance where you may start to hit your head again. You may start to hit your head, because after that, look, it's a full retracement. It's a full price recovery, okay? So I do think you're running into resistance. Personally, I do think that XRP is running into resistance, and now I'm going to show you where the rollback is going to be potentially, and where your key level of support, and in my opinion some fantastic entries for XRP if you're not already involved in XRP. Because if this rolls down to this support, which I am targeting, I'm going to be completely honest with you, always transparent in this channel, you don't want to see it going up forever. You want to see it roll over. You want to see it fall on support, back test it as support and confirmation of the uptrend. You want to get these EMAs coming back up. Look on the weekly time frame, look how unhealthy that is. It's starting to look a little bit like this. Okay, you don't want it to do that, because if it does that, you're not going to get to, well, you'll get to this high, but then that's it, you'll roll over and have that parabolic blow off top. If you want to get to these levels, okay, if you want to get to these extension levels, which we're targeting in the channel in a previous video, you need to see this, okay? You need to see this nice and healthy up, down, up, down, up, down waveforms, okay? Nice, beautiful waveforms. And it goes up, and each time it goes up, it consolidates and falls back on a level of support. So right now, I'm super bullish on XRP, but to confirm that we're not going too parabolic and we're not going to have that blow off top, you do need to see a pullback on XRP, and this is the level that I'm targeting, and I've got some bids in at this level. So those of you that are not involved in Ripple, you know, not financial advice, but that is a golden ratio. And personally, I think that, you know, if Ripple goes up, it sort of hits its head, it will start to roll over, okay, and it'll come back down and it'll bounce off that. There'll be a massive level of support in there, and you'll see that bounce, and that is when you've got the confirmation and the retest of the EMA, because this will creep up as well. You get that retest of the EMA, the bounce off it there, okay, and that is confirmation that you are marching on, and you'll see an enormous amount of confidence in XRP moving forward. Okay, and that's basically it. That's just a little update to XRP. Still a buy and go to the beach event, okay, because you won't be forming no bearish cross. No, you'll be coming down and testing 20 EMA, the yellow line on the weekly time frame. May happen, may not happen. Not financial advice. Look where you are in the RSI in the weekly. Okay, look, the last time you was up there in the weekly, you blew off. You had that blow off top where you rolled over. Look what you're starting to do in the RSI. You're starting to roll over. Okay, you want to come back down to this purple box to refuel those rocket ships. Okay, I always tell you, you get a test off these EMAs. It's refueling your rocket ships to march on and get through these resistance levels as you make that full retracement to the previous all-time high up there at $3.31. Not financial advice, okay? And nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. All I do is say what I see. Full transparency at all times. That is why I've got some cheeky bids on XRP at 0.90 cents there. And from here, I'll tell you that if it was to fall down, again, a big if, it might not necessarily happen, but if it was to fall down, you would be looking at a correction of around about 33% for XRP. And I do believe you may sort of hit a level of consolidation, just like here. Okay, you've bolted up. It looks really good. Obviously, you hit your head on the 0.50. You got a little bit overextended, and then you wick down. Do you see that wick down? But then you start to trade like this in and out. So you could sort of do something like that where you're going to hit your head. Basically, the 0.50 going to hit your head on the 0.786. So start to consolidate, start to come back down, looks awful, and all you're doing is waiting for that EMA here to creep back up, touch base of it, just like you did there, touch base of it, and the lower fib level, you see that, 0.50, hitting your head, come back down, test the lower fib level, hitting your head on a 0.786, come back down, test the lower fib level, which is the golden ratio. Look golden for that retest, confirmation of support. Always look for that confirmation of support. I've told you that a million times. Confirmation of support. Fantastic entry zones for those who are not involved. So that's personally my trade setup for XRP. For anyone that's involved, good luck to you. And I may be wrong. It may just start going super parabolic now. But if it does do that, in my opinion, that's extremely unhealthy. Because what it is, always transparent with you. When you hit resistance, okay, and you fall back on previous resistance as support, you can see that you've just shot up through the golden ratio here. Okay, so logic is telling me that you do need to backtest it as support. And worst case scenario, you could fall through that and backtest this 0.50 as support. But when you start doing that, look where the weekly EMA is on the weekly time frame, the 20. Okay, if you was to do that, you're looking at almost a capitulation event again, just like you did here. So do keep an eye on XRP. It's looking good, but obviously you don't want it to go parabolic and keep going up, because that massive blow up top, you need these levels of consolidation, up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways. And you know what? You're golden to get to these price predictions in the channel here, if you can see something like that for XRP. So good luck, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's just a little update on Ripple there, and some logic and some sort of market psychology, okay? Market Psychology 101. And you know what as well, this I won't go too deep into it because it's quite boring, but all this is adhering to Elliott wave theory. Okay, do look at Elliott wave theory. It's all adhering to Elliott wave theory. We're looking at a wave 2 correction for XRP, which fundamentally, which theoretically should drag us down. It's quite a large correction, is a wave 2 correction on Elliott wave, okay, where it drags you down. And I do believe that, worst case scenario, you get the 0.5, so you might be looking at a 0.60, but personally I do think there's going to be a hell of a lot of support at that 0.618, which is 90 cents. So trade carefully. Do take care, everyone. I'll see you on the moon. Bye bye.